Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about one of the interesting topic. This I told you all in earlier video also. The topic name is time is relative. Now for all those people for whom this concept is clearly new, they are going to be amazed after knowing this. And for those who are aware of this concept, for them something new to be learned. Time is relative or time is not absolute. We start with this concept. What does that means in actual? That means time runs differently for people and objects traveling with different velocity. Yeah, you heard it right. Time runs differently for different people and objects traveling with different velocity. Now you might be thinking, what am I saying? Time runs differently for different people? Definitely it is shocking because that is what we have not observed. We feel that time is same for everyone. But just imagine, is there any universal clock somewhere in the universe? A tick-tock which is going on same for every people who is there around the world? The answer is no. The clock which we have set up, that is only according to our convenience. Now you will think that the clock which is made of 24 hours, that is because the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. That is exactly true. But this concept is totally different. The theory was given by Albert Einstein first, that time is different for different people. How we can relate this? How we can understand this in simple words? For example, if your friend is walking on a road, suppose, for 3 hours and is continuously walking for 3 hours, and you yourself is traveling by a plane exactly for 3 hours. After you complete your journey, you will feel, both of you will feel that both of you all have completed 3 hours of the journey and time is running exactly the same for both of you. But that is not correct. The one who is traveling, you were traveling with a plane with the maximum velocity than the person who was walking on the road. For him, the time is running very slow. Now you will think on this example, when you imagine this example, you will think that time is running slow for him, but we both have completed 3 hours. How is that possible? So the answer is, how much slow? On that we have to pay attention. For the person who is traveling in a plane, for him the time will travel slow. But how much slow? 1 upon 10,000 of a second. Yes, if I divide 1 second by 10,000 times, that much slow the time will run for the person who is traveling by plane. Imagine dividing 1 second by 10,000 times. It is very less. That is why it remains unnoticed. That is why we are not able to figure out the difference between both the times. People travel all around the world, and those people who are there stationary in their houses, we feel that for both of them the time is same. But no, there is a slight difference. Only we don't have that particular measurement to measure that time. That is why we are not able to understand the difference. But how is that possible? Always remember, anything which is mathematical proven, that is obviously correct. Now if I ask you the simple formula of distance is speed into time. If I want to travel a distance of 300 meters, suppose, with a velocity, with a speed of 10 meters per second, how much time it will take? Exactly 30 seconds. 30 into 10, that is 300. Now imagine if I increase the speed. Now I make the speed, instead of 10, I make the speed as 100. I want to cover the same distance, that is 300 meters per second. When the speed is 100, now it will take only 3 seconds to cover up the distance. Earlier it was taking 30 seconds. When I increase the speed, it is taking only just 3 seconds. See how time is getting slow now. We are only just not able to identify that. If I want to conclude this in a one particular concept, then how it was first found out that time is relative. One of the experiment was made and one of the atomic clock. They had taken two atomic clock which is measuring fraction of a second, and that atomic clock, one they had kept stationary in the scientific research organization, and one they had sent into the aeroplanes which was flying across the world for number of hours, for number of days. After traveling, when the atomic clock was brought at the same place, there was a difference between both the clocks. Imagine there was a difference between both the clocks, because one clock was stationary and the other clock was across the world for number of days. And this was only noticed because that was not an ordinary clock, that was an atomic clock which was measuring fraction of a second also. Einstein and even Stephen Hawking had one told that light is the fastest thing which exists on the earth. It is almost having a velocity of 3 lakh meters per second. And if any of the person or any of the object, which is impossible, that was also mentioned by him, if travels with the speed of light, which is highly impossible, then for that particular person, for that particular object, time will stop. If anything travels with the speed of light, for that person, the time will stop. But definitely this is an impossible concept. And to explain this topic, time is relative, in a simple logical manner, how time is different for different people who exist on earth and who travel with a different velocity. Let me give you one of the finest example, and this is just an imagination to make you all understand how things have been related. Imagine you are there in a spaceship and you are escaping the earth velocity, escape velocity, and you are going far away from the earth, and you are traveling in that spaceship away from a solar system, very far. This is impossible, but imagine you are traveling through that, into that spaceship, away from a solar system, very far from the earth. And if that spaceship is traveling with a velocity almost little bit less than the speed of the light, if you go there and if you come back on the earth, and the whole journey has taken just 1 year, but when you return on the earth exactly, might be, definitely 200 to 300 years would have been spent. For you it was just 1 year, and when you return back, 200 to 300 years would have been spent. This is not a fairy tale or something out of the world topic. This is just a fact, but you will not notice it, because according to you all, the time which you have spent, that will be only 1 year. This is how time is relative only for the objects which are traveling with different velocity, and we are only able to notice it if we are traveling into a particular object which is traveling almost close to the speed of the light. Otherwise, in this artificial world, it remains unnoticed. That is why Albert Einstein had told once that time is a mere illusion, and we are living in that illusion. I hope you like this video. My next video will be definitely on gravity, and as the academic year starts, I will try to come up with the videos which are related to the syllabus of 10th standard. Till then, if you like the video, click on the like button and subscribe my channel and share this video so that it can reach to maximum number of people. Till then, goodbye.